Ki-On is an elite rarity light cruiser from the Dragon Emperor, and is part of the Ki-On class of light cruisers. She's only available from the Spring Festive Fiasco banner during the Spring Festive Fiasco event, which runs from the 30th of January to the 21st of February. I would like to thank Reddit user Kamikaze Vikings for finding info on Ki-On because I couldn't find any for the life of me. Link to his post about Ki-On is in the description. The newly formed Republic of China wanted to update their outdated navy, and went abroad to Austria-Hungary in roughly 1911 to seek help from them. They originally wanted 3 4.9 thousand ton cruisers, but could only afford 3 1.8 thousand ton cruisers, a 4.8 thousand ton cruiser, and 18 destroyers. Work began on the unnamed cruisers, only designated with the numbers 64 through 268 in 1914, but the First World War started soon after, and with the Skoda factory being so close to the Italian border, work halted. After the war, Czechoslovakia negotiated with China for completing the cruisers, but since China lacked the funds, the hulls were scrapped. In her character art, drawn by Namyo, Ki wears an open top and shoulderless deep blue dress with 2 ribbons going over her chest, stemming from her collar, which itself has a ribbon flower on it, black sheer tights, loose-fitting arm gloves, ornaments in her hair that are done up like horns, a scepter with a glowing blue orb, and blue and gold high heels. Her rigging consists of 4 large metal pedals that surround Ki, the 2 closest to the front having double-barreled naval cannons, while the ones at the rear have 2 single-barreled naval cannons. Above her, a hollow silver orb with a blue glowing orb inside it floats. Her outfit for the event, Lantern Lit Stroll, is available from the outfit shop for 800 gems, and comes with an animated background. In the outfit, Ki wears a tight-fitting, open-back, shoulderless dress with a pearl necklace, has 2 roses in her hair, red and black stiletto high-heel shoes, a red purse, pearl bracelet, fishnet stockings, a fur arm scarf, and leather elbow gloves. She sits atop a large paper lantern, which floats above the water that has glowing lily pads. Her scepter now has a pink paper lantern hanging off of it, and there are multiple floating paper lanterns around her and the temple gate, as well as 2 floating messages in what I assume is Chinese. In her voice lines, voiced by Mikoi Sasaki, who also voices the Royal Penguin in Kimono Friends, Ki acts like an older sister, but she's also terrible at cooking.
ドンファン所属、慶順、ジーアンからご挨拶申し上げます。よし、そこそこ真面目な自己紹介はこの辺で。指揮官、これからはどんな悩み事もジーアンにぶちまけてちょうだい。何を悩んでいるのです？未解決、迷走、先行き不安。どんなことでもジーアンにご相談ください。お手紙ですよ。あら、私の料理本も一緒に届いたみたいですね。お帰りなさい、指揮官。あ、襟元が乱れて。これで大丈夫よ。困りましたね。武順にまで台所に立つなと言われました。指揮官、料理の腕を上げるためにお手伝いしてもらえませんか？あら、あらあら。なかなか大胆。あら、ジーアンの手料理でもいかが？遠慮しますって。
At level 125 with max affinity and enhancement, Ki has 2,409 HP, 77 firepower, 237 torpedo, 124 AA, 147 reload, 83 evasion, medium armor, 20 speed, 161 accuracy, 20 luck, 73 anti-sub, and consumes 10 oil. Key has 2 skills, with the skills focusing on buffing her own survivability and other Dragon Emperor ships. Her first skill, For All Things Benefits Bestowed at level 10, buffs Key's evasion by plus 10%. When the battle starts, and if there's another Dragon Emperor ship in the fleet, all ships get plus 5% damage, while Dragon Emperor ships receive an extra plus 5% for a total of plus 10% damage for Dragon Emperor ships. Her second skill, For Safe Returns Schemes Shaped at level 10 and every 8 seconds, Key has a chance to fire a level 10 special barrage. If the barrage doesn't proc, she instead gets a plus 10% firepower and torpedo buff, which can stack up to 3 times for an up to plus 30% firepower and torpedo buff. Once per battle, when Key's HP falls below 30%, she heals 10% of her max HP and deploys a barrier equal to 10% of her max HP, lasting for 15 seconds. The recommended equipment for Key is the prototype quad 152mm main gun mount for the light cruiser gun with the highest DPS, twin 100mm Type 98 Kai HAGM for the best general use auxiliary destroyer gun, the twin 57mm L60 Bofors for the best general use AA gun, the repair toolkit for more survivability and passive healing, the high perf steering gear for a boost to evasion and the chance to dodge all attacks, and the crossbow for a buff to firepower, AA, and a reduction to plane damage taken. Key can be alright if you build your fleet around having Dragon Emperor ships in it, due to her first skill buffing the damage dealt by Dragon Emperor ships in the same fleet as her by a plus 10%, while other faction ships only get plus 5% damage boost. Her second skill also restores her own HP and deploys a barrier, while the first gives her an evasion boost, further upping her survivability. Her stats, however, leave a lot to be desired, being significantly lower in most categories compared to other elite rarity light cruisers, as a cruiser like Aurora has over 500 more HP, double the firepower, 50 more torpedo, and almost triple the AA compared to Key. I'm personally on the fence about Key. She could work maybe in some fleets, being a middle ship in the vanguard, buffing the damage of all the ships in the fleet, while also being able to sustain herself and do damage, but at the same time there's so many better options out there. If you want to experiment with her, go right ahead, but if not, I'd say probably low priority to build. Thank you for watching. Please follow my Twitter for updates, and please check out my other videos covering the Spring Festive Fiasco event for Azur Lane.